it's a strong belief of mine that we are all born creative. It's just in our genes. We were created in his likeness, the creator of all man, of all things. And some of us choose to go down that path because honestly, that path is scary because you creating something, building something that's part of your DNA, essentially. It's part of your fingerprint. It's like bearing your soul to the world, jumping out butt naked in front of everybody. That's what it feels like. It's exhilarating, but it's also scary. And with that career path, it's challenging to judge the worth and the cost of that career path because it's just never been something that people easily can break down. An editor, yeah, you could pay an editor, X amount of dollars per hour. You can gauge that. But like an artist, a brand, and that's how I encourage you artists to see yourselves. You're a brand. You're something someone will want to attach their names to or want to attach themselves to for a certain project. Whether you're an actor or a painter or photographer, people come to you because you're a specialist at something. Now, to become that specialist, it does take work, it takes time, it takes practice. Some of us are just naturally good at whatever craft that we choose as our artistry. Most of us, it does take time cultivating. And even if you're good, you still want to get better. And as you make a mark for yourself, people start to get to know you and what it is that you do and what you're a specialist at. Remember, I said people don't know how to gauge creative works, the price of creative work. So you're going to have, especially with the age of social media, you're going to have to deal with two things. You're going to have to deal with other brands that might not be as creative as you are, but they know how to brand themselves better. I feel like the gift that's been giving us to us artists, you're either really, really great at artistry or you're a good bullshitter. It's hard to have both. It's just hard to have both. So the good bullshitters do very well online. They get a lot of followers, they get a lot of engagement, and yeah, they do well for themselves with that. I'm not in their pockets. I don't know how much they make financially, but the way they gauge it these days is how many followers and likes you have, the more valuable you are for my brand to connect with your brand and possibly give you money, goods, or whatever for your services, for using your name. Now, this is what we all have to understand. We're worth something. We're all worth something as creative people, whether you're starting from the bottom or you're a huge name. So with you being worth something, you have to understand about collaboration. And that's a word that they like to use. Hey, let's collab. Because you have something that they need, or else they wouldn't be reaching out to you. So let's say for me, for example, hey, let's collab. 90% of the time when somebody asks me for a collaboration, it is based off of something that I recently posted. If it's a picture of me, they probably want me as talent. If it's a clip or some pictures I shot, they probably want me to collab with them, essentially come shoot for free for them. And there's nothing wrong with collaboration. It has to be a mutual thing. Like I have to feel like the collaboration is going to be beneficial to me. If not, pay me. Pay me what I asked for, or you know what? That's too much for me. I'm going to move on because I'm a specialist at what I do. I took my time. I practiced. I went to school. I still do my homework. And I have my own brand to build. So you reach out to me. Hey, I have this social media influencer. We would love for you to take pictures of him or her. It's a great opportunity for you. A great opportunity for me is that paper. Or if it's somebody that I actually follow their work, I appreciate them. We had a conversation before, and I'm down to create some cool art with that person. But if you're just some Joe Schmo I don't even have a relationship with, and you're reaching out to me to collab, well, it's not worth anything for me. Some of your likes, some of the comments you have. And I'm going to tell most of you that are thinking of collaborating, if you need to build a portfolio, do it. Build that portfolio. But if you're going to do it for likes and possible follows, the person following Joe Schmo doesn't care who shot Joe Schmo's pictures, because I've done it before. I've done photos. Some of my friends have a lot of followers, and I've done photos for them. But I did the photos off of wanting to do cool work. Fortunately enough, I didn't do it expecting followers, because if I did, I would have fell flat on my face. I would get 5 maximum followers out of an engagement, or out of me being tagged in a photograph that I've taken for someone. And I'm talking about people that have 1 to 2 million followers, because they don't care about me. Their followers don't care about me. They don't care about you enough for them to be like, oh, I'm following Joe Schmo. Who's the person that took the picture? I need to follow them too. They don't care. Now, if you're on there as talent and you feel like it is going to do something for your career, it's good to have on your resume. Do it. But don't do it expecting to get likes, 1 million followers, or none of that stuff. And make sure that person's in your lane creatively. Because I have a certain way I shoot. I have a certain standard to my work. So if I shoot somebody that's not even in the same lane as me, my people are going to be like, what the hell is this? I don't care. They're going to go right past it. But they know, because they know my style. I've created a style now. So understand that. You're valuable as an artist. They pay everyone else for their work. There's a standard in how much other people get paid for their work. That's not in the creative realm, once again. So figure out your worth right now. Don't go crazy with it now, because we're all starving artists. A lot of us are starving artists. So we're trying to figure it out and get it going. If you're an up-and-coming actor, you have to work for free. Build that resume and build relationships, more importantly. Because that filmmaker you're working with, the editor on set, the sound guy on set, the cinematographer on set might have their own project going on too. And they might like the way you look on camera. I would love to do a film with Spielberg. I would love to do a film with Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez, Spike Lee. I would love to do a film with them. But they can choose any single actor they want to in Hollywood to work with. And the money's fine for them. So for me, I have to know my lane. Okay, I'm dope. I'm up and coming. I'm doing my thing out there. And when I see a filmmaker, damn, he's up and coming too. I like what he does. I'll reach out to them because I like your work. Hopefully you like mine enough too, so we can collaborate. And a filmmaker knows that. A good filmmaker knows one hand washes another. He doesn't feel like he's just solely just creating your career for you, because it's about building his brand as well. So a filmmaker, director is looking for an actor. He wants to build a relationship. And he wants to make sure that he's comfortable working with you. And it's the same thing as an actor. There's people that I've worked with before. There's people that I wanted to work with, and I've had conversations with them or run-ins with them, and I realized, like, ooh, nah, that's not going to be a good relationship. And they're paying me. Nah, that's not going to be a good relationship. I'm not going to be in the best space as a creative. Artists were very vulnerable, especially when we're creating. And there's something special about when somebody's going to let me film them or photograph them with my camera. I'm always thankful for being paid. And I'm more so thankful for the fact that they actually trust me enough to be vulnerable so I can photograph them. I know we all got iPhones and all that these days, and it's easier to just photograph and be photographed. For me, it's still a special engagement. It's still, it's something big for me. especially with my camera. With iPhone, it's like, okay, but with the camera, it's a special engagement for me. Nonetheless, back to the subject at hand, make sure that it's worth it for you as an artist when you're going to involve yourself with someone else. Make sure it's worth it. Make sure the vibe's good. Make sure it is something that you truly want to do, and make sure it's worth your value. If you're up and coming, you know, you kind of have to do it, but it has to make sure you have to make sure it's your standard of work that you want to do. And that's your payment for it. Your payment for doing something for free with somebody that you think is dope, it's something great to put on your resume. It's another piece of work that you're able to create a character for, or help build your brand. And it's relationship building right there. That's your payment for it. And the director's going to be absolutely grateful for you. Same thing as an artist, as a muralist. I've put a few guys in contact with businesses or places that wanted murals, graffiti on their walls. And some of my artist friends like, oh no, they're not paying me, I'm not going to do it. And I'm like, yo, this is right off of I-95, or this is going to Miami Beach. Everybody's going to see it crossing the bridge. Yeah, but paint, no, they're paying for your paint. No, I don't have the time. I'm like, shoot, if somebody told me to go paint something on the side of the highway, I'm going to make sure I know how to brand myself and make sure it works in my favor. It would be my best work. Because how many thousands of people go across that bridge every day? That's a payment right there. That's amazing free marketing. So make sure it's worth your value. If not, pay me. Pay me. I don't want to collab with you. I don't want to collab with, the Twerk team on Instagram and whatever they got, the Crybaby Challenge and all that other stuff. Good song, but it's just not my work. Me photographing that, or it's just not my work. People wouldn't even know that's my work, and it's not something I'm going to look at on my resume and be like, damn, I'm happy I did it. It has to be that. It has to be something like, man, I'm happy I did it. Even when you're getting paid. Cash, money. Because there's other ways of you getting paid for your services. Like I said, through relationships, through, building your resume, all that other stuff. So fully understand something before you get into it. If not, pay me. Pay me my worth. Pay me my worth. Pay me what I'm asking for. And sometimes businesses and up-and-coming companies might not have the cash at hand. So we're going to figure out a way to where it's worth it for me, where I feel comfortable sleeping at night, and you feel comfortable sleeping at night. But you're not just going to ask me to come do a collaboration to big up your artist, to make your artist look better, and I'm looking like some dummy that just showed up, just wanted some clout. Nah, it don't work like that for me. Not at all. And it shouldn't work for you. I'm out of here. Have a good day.